What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today for another BFR. This is going out later than I wanted it to go, but then again, the Anaheim game at 9 p.m. on November 12th was also late, and Game 14 against the Anaheim Ducks in Anaheim is a 3-2 win for Chicago. They go to 6-5-3. They get outshot 41-22. They out-hit Anaheim 30-18, and faceoffs were 38-23 Chicago. Power play, Chicago goes 0-1, Anaheim is 0-2. Ruse and Kara were in, Regula and Dickinson were out. Soderblom saves 39 out of 41 with another great performance by him. Stolarz saves 19 out of 22. And before the game, the thing that I noted the most from the pregame was that Anaheim allows the most goals and shots per game, and neither of those were really a factor, surprisingly. So, going into the first, at 19:41, 19 seconds in, Anaheim scores. It's a one-timer goal from Troy Terry, his sixth of the season from Zegras to make it 1-0. Kara had a deflection that was wide, so Hawks were down early and they tried to get the momentum back, but that first period, I'd say that first 11 minutes were just brutal. Shots were like, I think it was like 15 to 1 at the 10-minute mark. Terry hit the post, Regenda was stopped. Silverberg just missed, and then at 8:47, it's an Anaheim, just what a shot by Adam Henrique. It's an absolute snipe. His fifth of the season from Terry and Benoit to make it 2-0. So the Hawks are down 2-0 early, and I'm thinking, okay, so we're about to get beat by the worst team in the league right now. No, that would not happen. Even though Terry would miss, Fowler was denied, and shots were 14-1 Anaheim at 10 minutes. And I'm just realizing I missed this. Going back to the Henrique goal, Zegras had shoved Murphy over. It was clear cross-check and interference in the middle of play, allowing that for Henrique to get so wide open and just be down the ice. I don't know how the refs missed that call. However, that leads to the Henrique goal. Ducks have dominated the game, though, either way. Without four, they didn't even have four of their starting defensemen: Drysdale, Shattenkirk, Vakanainen, and there was another one that was also out. Then at 6:05, it's a Chicago goal from Jared Tinordi, who gets his first of the season and first with the Hawks, his third goal of his career. And he had before this game, he had never had a season where he scored more than one goal. That changed tonight because he scored two in one game. We'll get there. And that's from Domi and Kane, so that makes it 2-1 before the end of the period. It was a fantastic move around Stolarz. He took the puck, did a little dipsy-doodle dangle around him, and it was in. Sorry about that. Lafferty had a chance that was blocked. Kurashev to Kane just missed. Taze couldn't get it off the shot. And then Terry fires high. Reese Johnson missed. Tinordi blocks Lindstrom's shot. And then at 10.6 seconds, Anaheim penalty to Regenda for hooking, which would be killed, which would carry over into the second period for the Hawks. So they start with 1 minute and 50 seconds on the power play. And in the second period, after being outshot 19-5, the power play didn't go anywhere. And then Regenda stopped, and Zegras had a breakaway that went wide. Terry was denied, and then at 15:56, it's a Chicago rebound goal for Philip Ruse, his first in the NHL, his first ever goal, first of the season, first with the Hawks, from Kane and Domi once again, which makes it 2-2 and ties the game. It's a good goal, rebound with the dads in attendance, of course, as we're on the dad road trip for Chicago. So Tinordi and Ruse's fathers probably were having a pretty good night. It was becoming pretty back and forth at that point. Kurashev was stopped. There's a scramble in front of Soderblom, which was covered up. Jack Johnson was denied from the corner. Entwistle and Terry were down as Kachuk's stick gets stuck on the neck of Terry, and then Kachuk then collided with Entwistle. Both would get up, and somehow at the end of that, it's Entwistle that's in the blocks. Not the blocks, the box. And then they go back and review it. The officials do a review, and Kachuk, and they get the call right by getting Kachuk for the penalty. It's a double-minder for high sticking, and Anaheim never really got that set up whatsoever, so the Hawks kill that off. Athanasiou can't get a stick on, a rebound shorthanded. Strome was stopped. That's Ryan Strome. Terry would leave the game, but he would return after that hit, or that stick that came up high. Lafferty and Blackwell 2-on-1 shorthanded saved. Lafferty was tripped by Klingberg. There was no call. Ruse and Vetrano have words late in the period. And we go to the third, where Lafferty and Caleb Jones collide as they become the second pair of Hawks to collide in this game. McCabe's father was there to start the period. He was doing a little interview in the press box. She was there for the first 7.5 minutes of the third. Strom, Vetrano, and Regenda had a 3-on-1, and it was a great save by Soderblom, one side of the net to the other. Great save. Domi was then denied. Soderblom denies Regenda and then Fowler. And then Henrique had a breakaway. He lost the puck. Benoit had a good hip check on it after the CU. And then Strom took Taze, and then there's a little bit of a scrum that goes on at the end of a play. And Taze and Vetrano start going at it. And Taze and Regenda lost helmets. Radish was also in there. And Strom then took Taze's stick and helmet, and so Taze goes after him. He never got to him, unfortunately. But at the end of it, it's at 3:04. It's all cancel out. The penalties all cancel out. Radish and Regenda both get roughing calls at 3:04. They cancel out, and then Taze and Strom get unsportsmanlike conduct calls, which cancel out. So each get 2 minutes. All four of those players get 2 minutes. And I don't really know why Taze got the unsportsmanlike conduct there. I thought he figured he'd get roughing, but nothing more. But just wrong penalty in my opinion. But that's a big deal. It didn't really matter. Jack Johnson was hurt on a blocked shot. He left the game, but he would return. And then at 2:42, it's a Chicago deflection goal. I can't talk tonight. It's a deflection goal. It goes off Kulikov's skate and then goes off Stolar's. Jared Tinordi with his second of the game, second of the season, second in a Hawks uniform, and first ever multi-goal season in his career, and he had a multi-goal game. And it's unassisted because he stopped a dump in, and it makes it 3-2 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the third. Ducks pull the goalie at 1:45. There's a timeout at 1:11, but no one knows if it was Chicago's or Anaheim's. They figure it's Anaheim's. Kane had a post from 200 feet on the empty net. Domi was high on a dump. Klingberg hit the post. Sorry about that, my eye was itchy. And then Soderblom barely squeaks the puck under, and the game ends as the Hawks win in Anaheim, as Anaheim still stays winless, and they have not won in regulation yet this season. Other news around the league, Vegas' win streak and Boston's win streak have come to ends. New Jersey's is still going, though. They beat Arizona today. I believe that's their 9th in a row, I think. So they've been excellent. Other than that, pretty much everything has stayed the same. Colorado's moved up to first in the Central. Toronto has moved up. Montreal's moved up. Islanders have moved up, but that's about it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Good night.